And I'm in my Pilates stance. You can't see that with my feet, but they are squeezing together at the heels. The toes are slightly turned out. We're just going to do a little arm series to begin. Standing nice and tall with your magic circle, the heel of your hands on the pads, the elbows are slightly bent and shoulders are back and open. We'll squeeze the magic circle using our back and our armpits, the sides of our body and our waist, and lift up tall and then release. Exhale and squeeze and lift the Powerhouse, and inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze and grow taller, and inhale, release. One more time, squeeze and grow taller, lifting the Powerhouse, and release, bringing the arms up about chest level, no higher than that. And we press, and I'm pulling my shoulder blades down my back, and release. The elbows are still lifted, the shoulders are still back, and release. Squeeze and lift the navel, lift the pelvic floor, lift the inner thighs. And twice more here. Squeeze and grow taller. Keep squeezing your legs together. Last time, squeeze and lift. And we bring the circle overhead. I'm just going to come down so you can see where I'm at. We squeeze and lift. And squeeze and lift. Now I've come to seated and I'm squeezing my bottom and lifting up from there as well. So you could also do these seated with your ring of fire. One more time overhead, squeeze and lift. And then I'm just going to stretch my arms up as much as I can here, starting some dynamic pulsing. We'll bend the elbows, pulsing as we bring the circle down over our face. Here we go, or over our head. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Down in front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down over the head, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down to the hip, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll place the circle. This is onto my left hip. The heel of the hand still onto the pad of the circle. The other hand can be on the hip as well. Now watch that shoulder, don't round it forward. You want to roll it back, but lift the elbow, and we press and grow taller and hold, and relax. Squeeze and lift taller and hold, and release. Twice more, squeeze and grow taller, use the waist. And last time, press and use the tricep and the back and the lat. And last time, squeeze and lift. And other side. Other hand to hip, elbow lifted, shoulder rolled back. And I'm going to just bring it down a notch. And here we go. Press and grow taller, lifting from within. Squeeze from the heels to the inner thigh, lifting the navel. Twice more, press and lift the waist. And last time, press and lift the waist. Now we're going to place the circle between our thighs. If possible, bring the heels all the way together. This circle seems doable for me. If that's not real comfortable, it is okay to have your heels a few inches, maybe 6 inches apart, and therefore you could straighten your legs all the way. And I'm going to go back to the heels glued together. I may not be able to straighten my legs all the way, but I'm going to straighten my spine all the way and really lift up. I'm going to bend the knees a little and squeeze the high inner thigh. Bend the knees a little. Squeeze your seat, your sit bones narrowing. We'll do 4 more like that. Squeeze and grow taller, taller, taller. Organize the pelvis. I'm thinking pubic bone up, tailbone down. Bend a little and straighten, straighten, straighten. Twice more, dropping straight down like an elevator and straight up. Keeping the head high to the sky. One more time, we lift. And then we'll bend the knees to remove the circle. And we'll take it onto the mat. Taking it down to the mat. We'll place the circle again between the thighs where we were a moment ago. And we'll come to roll down. Bent knees, roll with control, one bone at a time, all the way down. Arms down on the mat. And let's keep neutral, long spine, and just a few more of those inner thigh squeezes here. Heels are down, right in line with sit bones, toes pointing straight ahead. Inhale, widen the circle. Exhale, narrow. Inner thighs, glutes, pelvic floor, abdominal wall. Inhale, widen, and exhale, narrow. Twice more. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, widen, and exhale, squeeze. And let the circle open. Take it with one hand and bring your feet through the circle. We'll do that a few times to wake up our abductors. Again, place the heels down on the mat in line with sit bones, arms down by your side. With your exhale breath, press and hold. Opening the circle, pressing with the outer hip. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press open and hold. Widening the pelvis in the back and relax. 3 more. Exhale, press and hold. Hold, hold. Inhale to relax. Twice more. Exhale, press. Thinking about the neck being long, the head reaching back, the tail reaching forward. Last time, pulling the ribs down into the mat as they press into the circle. And release. Taking one hand back to the circle. For the 100, today we'll place the circle into our ankles. Starting with tabletop position, getting that elevator door we talked about with the ball the other day. From the whole entire leg, gently pressing to hold the circle. Lengthen the arms. Inhale, prepare for the 100. Exhale, nod the chin, curl up, pulling ribs to pelvis. Stay here for a breath in and out. Stay here the whole time, or straighten your legs, closing the elevator door. High inner thigh lifting, navel lifting, everything else grounding into the mat. Arms reaching, shoulders down your back. Heels are together-ish, toes are apart. Neck is lengthening. You're holding that little peach underneath your chin. Don't squish it. Vigorous pumps, full of breathing. We'll say one more breath here. Inhaling and exhale all the air. Bend the knees in. Take the circle into your hands, right to the ceiling, and we'll straighten our legs out onto the mat for the roll up. Squeeze the legs together. That elevator door is closed tight and the toes are to the sky. Ribs stay down. Little press with the hands into the circle. You'll feel your pecs. And then reach overhead, inhaling. Exhale, a little squeeze again as you roll forward up off the mat. Stretch up and over your legs. Inhaling. Press gently into the circle, drawing those shoulders down the back and reach through your heels to lay down. Inhale overhead. Exhale. Little press into the circle, activating the powerhouse more as you stretch up and over. And squeeze gently, reaching through the heels as you wheel the tail under and lay back. One more time with our hands in the circle. Squeeze, activate the pecs, elbows are soft. We stretch up and over. We're going to stay here and place the circle between our feet, our heels. So this can be kind of a funny position to be in, but I do have the pad of the circle more on my heel. My toes are going to stay up and I'll come back over into my C curve and squeeze the elevator door as I roll back. Feeling a little more challenged today. Inhale overhead. Squeeze the elevator door and exhale up and over. Inhale and exhale, squeeze and roll back. And exhale to come up. Inhale here and exhale, roll back down, squeezing the circle. And then we'll take the hands to the ceiling, bend the knees, and take the circle into your hands. For the roll over, if you need a little more room like I do, go ahead and adjust on the mat. Bringing the legs up, squeezing in between the ankles. You have that same wrap, a little V shape from the feet, wrapped from the seat. Press your arms into the mat. Give the elevator door a squeeze. As your legs come up to the ceiling, you push your hips up and over. Let your toes come to the mat if you can, and roll with control. Point the toes as you reach it forward. Scoop and lift the hips up and over and flex. And squeeze the elevator door to roll down. Point the toes, scoop it up and over. Flex the feet, reach through the heels and roll down. Keeping your nose pointing straight up. Last time, lifting up, flex, touch the mat, roll it down from here. One hand into the circle and one foot into the circle. I'm going to do a little stretching before we take that full one-leg circle. From here, I'm just giving my elbows a bend. The ball of my foot is on that pad or the ring, if you don't have an inside pad. And then I'm just going to easily stir the leg in the hip socket. And I'm thinking of really reaching that hip toward the opposite heel, the one that's reaching away. Let's do the circle the other way. Gently stirring. I can feel nice things happening in the back of my hip and my hamstring. And we'll take the left arm, down the opposite arm down to the side, and bring your leg open to a second position. Nice inner thigh stretch. Switching the hand, you can reach your arm out to the side. I'll hold onto the mat, and a little IT band stretch as well. Come back to the ceiling and switch legs. Other leg up, find the pad, find the circle, gentle bend and pull, organizing that bottom leg, now reaching that hip towards the bottom heel. And then our gentle circles around and around. And reverse a few times the other way. I'm not really pulling with my arms. I'm just thinking of the top of the leg bone stirring around in the socket. And we'll go to our second position stretch. Take the opposite hand to the floor and bring the leg across and open to the side. Bring the leg back to center. Switch hands for your IT bend stretch. Pull the leg across the body. Thinking of the heel maybe lifting a little higher than the big toe. Right, and we'll take the leg out. Hands into the circle, both of them up to the ceiling. Bring that first leg back up, point the toe, wrap the seat, and we go down, around, and up. Just two more, so 3 in each direction. Last time. And reverse to the side, across and up, to the side, across and up. Give a gentle press into the circle and switch legs like a scissors. And across, around and up, reaching through that bottom heel. One more time and reverse. Side, across, up, side, across, up. Last time, across, up, and lower your leg. And then we'll roll all the way up to seated for rolling like a ball. 2 variations today. First time, circle between the thighs. Hands to the ankles, forehead to the circle. Now the more I squeeze the circle, the more my forehead can touch, because it becomes more of an oval. But I don't really want to make it a straight line. I'm going to round my spine more than I am pressing into the circle. Pressing the arms into the thighs. Here we go. Roll it back. Rock up and balance. Navel pulls back to roll back. Keep pulling back to find balance. One more time like this. And up. Now we'll remove the circle, keeping our balance. The circle into the hands. I still feel my arms into my thighs. And I'm going to press the circle. 3, 2, 1, and roll it back. Keeping a little squeeze. And up and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Roll back. Up to balance. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last time. Finding your balance. We're going to keep the hands right here and roll down with control into single leg stretch. So left leg is extending, rolling the abs back into the mat. The circle will stay right above the shin. I pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Exhaling every time that knee comes into the ear. Be mindful of your center line, so watching the toes hit that bullseye each time you reach. 2 and 2 and 1 and 1. Bend the knees. Rest the head as you organize the circle into the ankles for double leg stretch. Lift the head and shoulders, grounding the tailbone, grabbing the tops of the shins. Inhale, reach arms and legs away and hold, squeezing the elevator door, and bring it back in. Inhale, reach, squeeze the elevator door, and around and in. One more time, reach. As you come in this time, hands to the circle, heels together. Reach out, squeeze the circle, and pull it back in. Just 2 more squeeze, and in. Last time, reach, and in. Resting down, catching the breath. For scissors, I'm going to place my hands on the pad of the circle. One leg coming into the pad. Bend the elbows, curl up to the tips of the shoulder blades. And pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. And a stretch, stretch. One more set. Like this. Bend the elbows to stretch a little deeper. Last time. Now switch the circle. Touch the circle, switch. Touch, touch, switch. Touch, touch. A little vigorous. And 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. And knees in, head down. For the lower lift, the circle is going back into the ankles. For this today, I'm going to leave head and shoulders on the mat, hands down by hips. I'm going to even snug my little thumb kind of almost underneath me. Squeeze the elevator door, navel back into the spine, and lower, lower, lower. Exhale, up. Squeeze and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, lift. We'll do 4 more. Exhaling up. And 3, wrap the seat, squeeze the elevator door. 2 more, and the lift. Spine is staying still, last one, and up. Bend the knees. And prepare for crisscross for this today. We're going to take the hands into the circle, right above the shins. Lift the head and shoulders and straighten the left leg out. I'm going to rotate, and I want to bring my left elbow beyond that right knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the circle. Lift up and over the shins, going the other elbow to the outside of that thigh. Squeeze, 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 up and over. Rotate, squeeze, 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 up and over. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Twice more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more set. Press, press, press. And last one, press, press, press. And we'll roll right up to seated. For your spine, stretch forward. The circle will be out in front. I have kind of the finger pads of my hands pressing into the pads of the circles. You're going to gently press down, lift up from the pelvic floor, the sit bones, the waist, and then relax a little. Exhaling, growing taller from the bottom to the top, and release. One more time, holding that, inhale, bending the elbows as you press into the circle and round forward. Inhale, lengthen the arms as you come up. Exhale, press into the circle, round from the crown of the head to the tail, and press down to the circle to lift up. One more press, squeeze the circle, pull your waist in, and extend up. Open leg rocker. I'm going to slide forward again, hips towards heels, place the circle between the ankles. I'm going to take my hands to the outside of my thighs. Find my balance place by rolling my tail under, squeezing the elevator door, extend the legs, keep a grip on your legs, commit to that. Look between the legs, rolling back to the shoulders, and up, squeeze and lift the upper back. We'll do just two more. Pull your waist back, lift through the upper back. One more time, squeeze the elevator door, up and reach the arms. Take the circle in the hands and roll back with control. Into the corkscrew today. We'll do corkscrew one with our hands in the circle and our legs just slightly in front of the pubic bone. Hips do not move off of the mat in this version. I'm pressing into the circle to get more control from the center. Small circles are just fine. Last time, left around right. Now we're going to take the circle in the ankles. For corkscrew number 2, or number 3, which means we're rolling over and rolling back down along the spine. Legs are extending, squeezing the door. We'll roll up the center. Tip the legs a little to the right to roll down. Legs around and up the left and find middle. To the left, around and down and up on the right. Squeezing the circle. To the right, lower. Left, around, up. Last time left. Roll down around the right. Find the middle. And roll down with control. Hands to the circle. Right up to the saw. Okay, so with the saw today, we're going to be pressing the circle into the top of the ankle. So we'll come back to the center each time with 2 hands on the circle. Activate the sides, the waist, the lats. Rotate to the right. Reach back with your right hand. Left hand on top of the circle. Soften that left elbow as you press down, bringing the crown of the head toward the knee. Lift, find the middle, switch, press, soft elbow, back palm is up and reaching back. And up, switch, right, using your exhale, 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 and lift, switch, press, pad of the circle onto the ankle. Lift one more time, reach across, press into the ankle, elbow is soft. Last time, rotate, press and bend, reach, reach, reach. And we'll come on up, going into the saw. I'm going to stay facing this direction and sweep the legs behind. Making sure I have enough room to put the circle out in front. And then we'll place both hands. I kind of have them framing the pad of the circle. They could be up on the top as well. Actually, that feels pretty nice. I'm going to keep them there. Relax the head between the arms and enjoy that little bit of a stretch for the neck. Now slide the shoulders down the back as you start to press into the circle to look up over the top of the circle. And then let the circle open as you lengthen down like your chest is trying to stretch forward into the circle. Little press, looking up, sliding the shoulders down, lengthening that neck, and reach the arms, reach the chest, the crown of the head through the circle. Twice more, press it up, lift, pulling the arms down the back. Keep reaching your legs away as you lower down. One more time, press, lift, and hold. Let's do our neck roll. Turn the head, circle the neck around the other way. Reverse down and around the other way. And lengthen back down. Okay, we'll stay on our belly for a moment here for some versions of single leg kick. But what we get to do is a nice little quad stretch first. So I'm finding the foot on the inside of that pad. The other arm's just going to reach forward. You're going to have your elbow bent as well. I'm bending that knee. I'm pressing my foot into this circle. I'm getting a great stretch through my right quad and my right shoulder and pectoral. A little bit of rotation happening. That's all right with me. We'll switch sides. Other foot goes into the circle. Other arm helping to kind of counterbalance. You really do have to, boy, propriocept this one. All right, I'm pulling my shoulder back. That's helping me get a good connection from hand to foot. Lifting that knee up off of the mat, pressing my foot into the circle, allowing a little bit of rotation of my chest. And relax it back down. Okay, now for the funny part. We're going to take one pad onto our butt thigh, that little seat crease. The other pad I'm holding with my ankle. Now you could, if you needed to, hold onto the circle with your hands if it doesn't feel quite secure. Now, a version of single leg kick. I'm going to lift my thigh a little bit and squeeze heel to seat. Make it count. And then relax it. Lift the thigh, squeeze, heel to seat, press that circle, and relax. Your hands are just supporting your head underneath you. 3 more to go. This is a deep squeeze, hamstring and glute. 2 more, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. No hips are leaving the mat, so make sure they're both staying down. This is your last one. Make it count. Relax that, adjust to the other cheek. Again, if you need to hold on to it, just kind of keep shoulders in mind if that's something that you're doing. We don't want to be all up here if we're holding. I'm feeling secure. I'm going to rest my head, hover the thigh, squeeze, 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 relax. Using your exhale to apply that pressure, holding, 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 and release. 3 to go, keeping your knees close together. Don't let them spread apart. Keep those inner thighs connected. Twice more, squeeze, squeeze, hips are down, and relax. 1 more time, thigh hovers, you squeeze, heel to seat, and then release. Taking both hands onto the circle, both legs long for double leg kick. Bring the circle onto your back and turn onto one cheek. Allow those elbows just to rest down. I really like this version of double leg kick. I'm bringing my legs back to center line. Remember, our thighs should be hovered the whole time, 2 inches off of the mat. 3 kicks, 1, 2, 3. Extend the legs. Hover them just a couple of inches as you reach into the circle. Turn your cheek. Elbows bend, legs bend. 3, 2, 1. Stretch, chest forward, legs back. Turn your cheek. We'll do 1 more in each direction. 2, 3 kicks. Reach, lift. Last time, head turns. We kick 3, 2, 1. And extend. And rest back down. All right, we're going to push to rest position. I'm just setting the circle in front of me. And my knees together, tailbone to the heels. I just do a little Shift side to side, that feels kind of nice for me. All right, next up, we're gonna do a version of push-ups. It's almost like a supported push-up, which I enjoy. So the pad of the circle is gonna come between pubic bone and navel, somewhere onto the low belly. I'm gonna start just feeling that place, pulling up. That's the powerhouse right there. I'm pulling up away from the circle. I do not want to squish it too much. Step one foot back, the other foot back. Legs are glued together. Long straight line, and we bend and we push up. And we could do about 50 of these because the circle is a little supported, giving us a little support. So we'll do 5 more. Narrow elbows, triceps push-ups. 4, 3, and 2. Last time. Bring the knees down, and then just sit back. Take the circle in your hands. We have bridging. So we're lying down. The circle will be between our thighs. We want the circle to be an oval. Heels close to bottom. We'll let the circle open. Inhale, we did this earlier. Now as you squeeze the circle and close the elevator door, you'll wheel the tail up. Lengthen your tailbone toward that circle, beyond your knees, and then roll down, keeping that squeeze in the circle. Inhale, relax it. Exhale, squeeze the door closed, roll your spine off the mat, reach your arms long. Keep reaching through the crown of the head and roll down with your exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze and roll up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll down, keeping the squeeze. Inhale, relax it. Exhale, squeeze the whole elevator door all the way to the top, holding it there, keeping that door closed as you extend one leg. Point the toes, keeping knee to knee, circle level, change sides. Circle is in the way a little bit, so I'm working around it. Reach the other leg and hold that bridge up. And bring that foot down, roll the bridge down. Release the circle, we'll do that one more time. Maybe just a small adjust here, bringing the circle a little bit higher. All right, squeeze it, roll it up, hold it up. I'm gonna start with that opposite leg this time. Standing on my right foot, extend the left leg and hold for 3, 2, 1. Change, bridge is still there. Extend and squeeze, hold, 2, 3, the foot comes down, and we roll the bridge down. I'm going to take the circle into my hand, rock up to seated position. Going into our spine twist. Hands into the pad of the circle, spine nice and tall, feet together and flexed, and we'll bend the elbows a little, twist and pulse, 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 lift tall, center, twist and pulse, 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 and center. Just twice more, pulse, 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 and center, and twist, 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 and center. Last time, each direction, 2, 3, and twist, 2, 3. All right, something a little for our neck pull preparation. We're going to do some strange things with this circle. We may have done it once or twice in class. First part, chin resting on the circle. I have both hands on the pad underneath, and I want to just gently press down with my chin without really rounding, but I want to activate, pressing with my chin, pressing with my hands, feeling the lift through the back of the neck, and release. Just twice more. Press with your hands, press with your chin, feel the length through the back of the neck, and relax. And one more, press and lift the powerhouse as you lift the back of the neck. And release. A couple more weird things to do here. We're going to place the circle on the pad on one side of the head. I'll come back to the center. My elbow is bent. I'm going to feel that bicep work. And as I press with my hand, I have to equally press with my head so my head stays perfectly balanced on the top of the spine, and relax. Twice more, press, feeling the bicep working, feeling the neck lifting off the spine, and release. One more, press. No change in the head. I felt a little wobble. And then we'll do that the other side. Other pad, other hand. Lift the waist, squeeze the circle equally between head and hand. And release without changing your back. Lift the head a little higher as you press. And release. And one more time, press and grow taller. And release, and then one more strange position here. We're going to the forehead. I have both hands on the pad of the circle. My elbows are trying to point straight ahead. And again, press with your hands, press with your head, lift through the back of the neck. And relax. I'm trying not to lift my eyebrows or my forehead skin. I don't need any more wrinkles. One more time. Press and lift the neck. And relax. And the last bit will take us into our neck pull. So if you're lucky to have that pad behind in the circle, it's a pretty nice little position there. If you don't have the pad there, just be gentle and place carefully. Now I am palms forward, elbows forward, but a little wider than shoulder width. And then I'm lifting my head up into the circle is almost as much as I'm pressing down to round the spine. Remember, this is called the neck pull, so you do want to feel that pull through the neck. Lift back up, keeping, we're going to walk those feet hip width apart. There we go. We're back up tall again. Now we're going to lean back without changing. The spine is straight, and then roll. Feeling that pull through my neck as I roll through my pelvis. Circle barely touches. Lift the head. Scoop the belly. Feel that lift of the head into the circle as you round forward. Lifting up and roll it back. Circle touches, head lifts. We go up and over. Feel that neck stretch. Whoop. And lift tall. Hinge back. Roll back. Touch and roll back up. We'll finish at the top here, taking the circle out from the hands and set up to do our side kick series. So the side kick today, and in a moment we'll be bringing the circle in between our ankles, but for now, set up with your hand on the top of the circle right in front of your chest. Legs to the front of your mat. You can rest your head in your hand or lengthen your neck with your hand. And then we'll start with our top leg covered. Front and back, back. Kick front, flexed foot, and back. Feel how pressing into the circle can help you strengthen the center and stabilize. Twice more. The power circle, just like the powerhouse, keeping it active. And last time, bring the legs to meet each other for up and down, slightly turned out, lifting up, flex and lower, point and lift, flex and reach, and up and down, lift and lengthen, twice more, lift and stretch, one more, up and down. Now we'll bend the knees in, place the ankles into the pads of the circle. Hand to the mat, stretch the legs out. They're still slightly in front of the body. Pressing out with both ankles, lifting both legs, hold, and lower. Lift both legs, hold, and lower. 3 more, up and down. Press open the elevator door. Last time up and down. We'll rest the bottom ankle, pressing down into the circle. Bring the top leg up to the top pad of the circle. Adjust as needed for a moment. We're going to do the hot potato. We'll start with 5 taps in front, 5 taps in back, keeping the circle upright as we kick our leg. Here we go. Lift, tap in the front, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lift. In the back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. In front, 2, 3, 4, and up. And 4, 2, 3, 1, and up. Now 3 in the front and up. 3 in the back and lift. 2 in the front, up. 2 in the back, up. 4 singles, up. Single, up. 2 more. Last time. And to the top. Flex the top foot. Make it parallel. I'm organizing so it's on my ankle. The bottom leg will lift, 2, 3, and lower. Lift, 2, 3, and lower. Twice more, 2, 3, and lower. Last time. Now circle the bottom leg for 4. Trace the magic circle, 3, 2, and 1 to reverse. Back and around 4. Back and around 3. 2, and 1. Okay, no beats on the belly. We'll come up to seated to change sides. Organize the head, neck, shoulders, hips to the front, or the back of the mat, legs to the front. Circle in front. Top leg hovers, bottom leg presses down. Kick to the front. And stretch to the back. Front, front, and back, back. Leg is staying about hip level. And 3 more. And back. And 2. And reach. 1 more. Legs come together, slightly turned out on the top. Press down on the bottom leg as you lift up. And reach away, and lift, and reach, and up, and down for 3, and 2, last time, and we'll bend the knees in, place the ankles inside of your circle, then stretch them out. 2 legs, pressing into the circle. Lift, 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 and lower. Up, 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 and down. And up, 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 and down. Lift, 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 and lower. Let's take the top leg onto the top of the pad. Make sure your bottom foot is secure in the circle. For hot potato, I have a little wrap going on. We'll start with our kick up. 5 in front, up, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, and back, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up, front, 2, 3, 4, lift, back, 2, 3, 4, up, 3, 2, 1, up, 3 in the back, lift, 2 in the front and up, 2 in the back and lift, 1 more, or 4 singles, 2, 3, and 4, and the leg to the top. That leg got really heavy. Bottom leg, I'm going to flex the top foot, flex the bottom foot, lift, and lower. Squeeze the elevator door and lower. 2 more, and down. And last time, and we trace that circle, front and up to the back. 3, and 2, and 1, reverse. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to come up to seated. A few teasers today. We'll start seated for teaser 1. The circle will be between the thighs. The feet will be about sit bone width apart. We want to keep the heels grounded. The circle is an oval. The arms will reach up to match the angle of the thighs. We scoop our abs back, rolling off of the sit bones onto the tail. Extend one leg, keep that circle there, and roll down to the tips of the shoulders to roll back up and lift the upper spine. Twice more on this leg. And up. Reach the arms. One more time. Squeeze that circle. And up we go. Switch the leg at the top. Circle might roll a little bit between the legs. Try to keep those pads parallel as much as you can. Squeeze the whole elevator door. One more time. Rolling down. And up. Rest the foot. Take the circle out. We'll lie onto our back for teaser 1. Oh, with the circle in the ankles. Get that pad organized. Extend your legs out to where you can hold them, closing that elevator door. Lift your head, reach for your toes, and roll up. Oh, walk your hands up your thighs. Holding the legs, roll it back down. To come back up. Oh, so much easier once I found it. Twice more down. To squeeze the door closed. One more down. And lift. Hands to the circle. Legs go down and up. 3, 2, and 1. And roll it down. For the swimming, we're going to set up like we did for the swan. Legs to the back. They can be about hip width apart. Hands to the top of the circle somewhere. For now, elbows are soft, ribs are closed, abs are lifted. We're just going to do the leg movement. One leg reaching back, tailbone reaching for that heel. Hips are staying evenly weighted and reach down. The other leg, lengthen, lifting, reaching, stabilizing. One more time, slow each leg. Lift, lift, reach. Other side, up, up and back. Now we'll add, I have my right leg covered. My left leg will, or arm, will reach up away from the circle. Return the hand, lower the leg. Other hand and leg, reaching. Maybe lifting your eyes a little bit more here into the circle. Switch. Slow again, right leg, left arm, and switch. Little press into that circle hand, and that's it for the swimming. We'll push back to rest position. Tuck the knees under. Give yourself a long body stretch. And to finish today, we'll go to the mermaid, Lisa's favorite. Oh, we're going to stack knees and ankles, as much as your hips will let you. And we'll take no circle, set it away. Grab a hold of the ankle, other arm up to the ear, lift up and bend over the knees. Reach to a T, bring the elbow down, keeping hips as stacked and down and grounded as you can. Pull yourself up, grab the ankle and stretch up to go over. Last time coming down like this, elbow down, arm overhead. We'll come up one more time. Our change will happen when we go the other way. Arms out, bring that top arm up by ear, bend the elbow. Come down onto that other elbow. Now we'll rotate, bringing that top elbow down toward the mat. Untwist, and again twist. Sternum toward the floor. And one more time, rotate. Unrotate, unbend the top arm, pick yourself up, hands behind you, sweep the legs around to the other side. Grab the ankles, stack the knees and ankles as much as you can. Lift the top arm, lift the waist. And we're gonna lift up and over the bent legs. Reaching out to your T, come down to that elbow and stretch across. Back up, hold the ankle, lift the waist, then bend over and up, reach, elbow down. Let's bend that elbow here and then rotate toward the floor. Untwist and rotate. I'm even kind of cupping the back of my head with my hand to pull that elbow a little closer, feeling a good stretch through my back ribs. And coming up, untwisted, extend the arm, and bring yourself up. Thank you for having some fun with the magic circle today. It adds a level of strength into our exercises, and as you felt some extra stretch, there's some support in our stretches as well. Love the Ring of Fire. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.